Hey guys, this is Steve with JS Cantilever System. I want to first of all thank you for purchasing the JS Cantilever System. Now for the purpose of the video, we've actually removed the rear shocks already from the rear end. The rear shocks originally were bolted to this upper brace that goes across down to our rear axle. So these have been removed. Now save the bolts and the washers, the little spacers that come with it, because they are really nice to have because you may need them in the future. Now I've already attached the upper plate. Now we'll choose this line right here that comes from the radio box. There's a bar that comes across. That's going to be our front mounting plate hole, and then we will take the tab facing rear and align with the second hole that will match. You'll see that there'll be one hole that is open. This is for a purpose of something to come later for another chassis. Now also, I've pre-fit these shocks already. These are 70mm Proline, and I've chosen the hole in the rear for this alignment, and I'll show you why in a second. Now some shocks may actually come forward. The longer they are, the further forward they will go. If they need to be shorter, you can actually flip this plate around where it faces rear, and you can actually use an even shorter shock. But I don't believe you're going to be doing that, because this is actually a 70mm Proline shock. Now once the shock is attached, there's a little white washer that is used to space the shock out away from the cantilever arm. That's going to be the one that the shock is attached to. So once I get that on there, I will take the shock and I will come to the rear hole of the chassis. There's a 25mm bolt with a white nylon spacer, and it will align into the rear hole of the chassis. Once you get that rear bolted to the chassis, if you do not have a cross brace in the rear, you'll do like I'm doing and using a nut, 3mm nut on the inside, which it comes with. Now you'll also see that this is a 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock position of the arm. Notice the arm is actually at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock position. That's where we want it to be at, so we can get our full throw. With this temporarily attached, I will take the bottom and have it temporarily attached, and I will hold the two together, and I will see where they're aligned. I want to pull down about 1/4 of an inch so I can get a preload, and as I pull down 1/4 of an inch, I can see about just how much I need to cut off, and this only needs about this much cut off on the bottom of it. By using a die grinder, I will cut that off, and then I will screw the rod in onto here, which will give me plenty of preload, and my shock travel will be full. Again, this is Steve with JS Cantilever System, and I appreciate your purchase. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I'd love to see the trucks on the trail. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day.